Playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, divisional round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Miami Dolphins. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start on the ground, ETN. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They go play action with Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Out to his left. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
First carry now for Gus Edwards. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. To throw is Jackson. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Ravens 7, Dolphins 0. Justin Tucker to kick off Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The drive starts with a run from Achane. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
On first down, it's Herbert. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now it's Herbert. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a first down. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple, down to the 15-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. They run once more with Edwards. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On third down, Jackson. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they'll run with ETN. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. One more time with ETN. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Again, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Etienne, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. He loses 4, and it brings up 4. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And the fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Up the middle, Achane. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
2nd and 10.
Ravens 40-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over here up near the 40. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Touchdown, Ravens.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And the Dolphins rush, gets home, down he goes. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Jackson steps away. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Draw play, Etienne. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
From his end zone, Wilson fights off the tackle at the 20. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Dolphins nothing.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. From his end zone, Wilson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. It's Herbert. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
And they'll give this to Achane. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 9 yards that time. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. There goes a deep ball in zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 66 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They had 2 straight first downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Etienne up the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. I was pretty surprised that they wanted to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for him.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out.
And the ball is knocked out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that, because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. Now a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs.
At the 49-yard line.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Throwing quickly to Wilson. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Dolphins 1st down as they get 4 there on 4th and inches.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And Waddle going to have a Dolphins 1st down as he'll get it down inside the 25. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st down, it's Herbert. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. 89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. To the right side, this is Edwards. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this returnable for Hill. Might have needed just one more block as it stands. 37-yard return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. This is 1st and 10.
Let's get some yards, boys.
Herbert. He'll buy some time right. He's going to let it fly. And this is taken in at the 5. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that'll make it 13-7. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.